Paul James here. I've decided to do a live stream today, and I've got some new live stream equipment going on the phone here, so hopefully it looks and sounds good. I've got some, I'll show you kind of what I've got here. So I've got this wide angle lens, which is on the camera right now, which is cool. So yeah, this is a Milwaukee wide angle lens, and it's pretty cool. You can't really see it, but it's got like this cap. It's a pretty big lens. And it sits on the phone, and it's pretty awesome. I see we've got people pouring in here. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear, and you can see me. You can also pop in the chat box if you want and say hello. That would be cool as well. I am just chilling in a parking lot here in between some appointments, and I figured I would do a quick live stream. It's been a while since I've done anything on YouTube, or I don't know, really emailed or anything like that. And the reason why is because I've had just kind of a busy schedule going on. Funny thing, I actually hurt my foot driving. Hey, what's going on, Jesse? Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I hurt my foot walking and driving. I don't know, somehow, some weird combination. Whenever I drive in this car, I'm in the Prius right now, and we usually use this car for pretty much everything where we're going far away from the house, just to avoid putting miles on the Benz, because it's like you drive that thing and it's like depreciated $1,000 just by driving it down the block. So we tend to drive this one mostly if we're going really far away. And for some reason, this car just like really aggravates my foot recently. So anyways, I tried to readjust my foot on the gas pedal to go like a different direction, and I got home after like a 2-hour drive and couldn't walk, so it's pretty crazy. But it's healed now, it's feeling a lot better, and I'm back and kind of trying to get back into the groove of things. But I wanted to shoot this live stream for you today, kind of to kick off, the re-entry into the YouTube world. I need to get back into doing YouTube now that I'm feeling better, and I wanted to shoot this on the key to being successful at pretty much anything that you want to do. So whether you want to be good at, maybe it's a hobby or a sport, or be good at starting an online business, or SEO, or maybe it's talking, whatever it is, the key, I want to talk about the key to doing that. And this is based on experience, based on like my life and things that I've come to learn. So the number one key is what I call consistency. Consistency is what I believe to be what's attributed most to my success. I've not been afraid to fail. If consistency means that I'm going to fail a lot, that's all right. I'm cool with that. It's not always that people you look at that they're just successful at anything they do. Most likely, it's that they were willing to fail more than you, right? So if you look at someone else and you think, why are they successful and I'm not? So and so, you guys know I rock climb a lot, right? I could go to the rock climbing gym and I could be like, why is this dude so good at lead climbing and I'm not? Well, the truth is because probably he's been failing longer than I have at it, and he just got really good. He got consistent. And it goes with anything. If you want to get good at guitar, you need to pick up that guitar and play every day. Now, here's where things get interesting. Most people can't be consistent because they try to commit to too much. So let's take exercise, for example, because I know that this is an area where most people struggle with. Whether they're in shape or not, a lot of people struggle with this, right? And it's that they think that they need to work out like, an hour a day or something like that, and that's what they commit to. They commit to working out for an hour, maybe 5 or 6 days a week. And what happens is they come to the first day, right? And things are going good. And they come to like the second day, maybe things are still going good. But by the end of the week, they're probably burnt themselves out. And the reason why is because they just weren't able to be consistent with that schedule. Now, had they maybe dedicated 15 minutes a day for maybe 3 or 4 days a week, they probably would have been able to stick with that. And at the end of, a month or 2 months, someone's saying horrible audio. Maybe I have a bad internet here. I'm really sorry about that. Oh, maybe it's my air conditioning. Let's try this. Is that better? Okay. A lot of people said the audio is bad. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. I've got a windscreen here. Maybe if I put that on, it'll help. Let's see. All good now? Okay. I'm going to put this windscreen on too, just in case. Okay. All right. So, did you guys catch any of that? Hopefully you guys caught some of that. So we're talking about consistency, and we're talking about how you need to pick a schedule that you can stick to. Okay. So what I mean by that is, we were talking about working out as an example, right? You can dedicate, maybe an hour a day for a week, but you might not stick to that, which is what happens with a lot of people. Or you could have chose to dedicate 15 minutes for maybe 3 or 4 days a week. Now the end result is that's probably something that you're more likely to stick with. And what's going to happen is by the end of 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to see some massive improvement because you stuck with it versus giving up. You didn't pick a regimen or a schedule that was just beyond able to stick with, right? So if that makes sense, guys, give me some thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up if the audio sounds good now too as well. I'd appreciate that. Hopefully things are back in order. That's kind of the thing with going live, right? You never know what's going to happen and what's going to go down. So I appreciate you sticking in with me while we get these live tweaks figured out here. Okay, so consistency as it relates to business. Now, I see a lot of people like trying to start a successful YouTube channel and stuff out there, right? And they like put out a video and they think, why am I not getting any views? Or why am I not getting any likes? Or why am I not getting any comments, right? And then, the answer is usually, well, keep putting out more videos, keep putting out more content. And it's like kind of like this loop where it's like, well, why am I going to keep putting out content and videos if no one's going to watch them? But the thing is it takes consistency, right? One of those videos is eventually going to stick and hit with someone, and they're going to subscribe to your channel, and then they're going to go and they're going to start watching some of your other videos that you put out. So people wonder, and I'm just using this as an example, like maybe you can apply this to whatever you're doing. Maybe you're doing an SEO business or whatever. But think about it, right? People wonder and they look at other successful YouTubers and they're like, well, if only I was this dude who had, 10,000, 20,000 subscribers. But they're not looking at what led up to that. And what led up to that was consistency. Take my channel, for example. I've got like over 300 videos on my channel. And all those videos probably aren't public. I know I probably have at least over 250 videos public. But that's consistency, right? That is a lot of content. That is a lot of work, a lot of effort. And then that's why you see the end result of, 11, 12,000 subscribers, right? And people often forget that. They don't look at the beginning of how something starts. They're only looking at the end point. They're only looking at where the person is now, not what they did to get there, right? So I can tell you that if you're willing to be consistent and you're willing to sit down and map out what you can do, right? Don't set goals that are too high, right? For a regimen or a schedule. Don't commit to doing something that you think that, hey, I'm going to get sick of this. I'm not going to stick to it, because you're not going to then. You're going to quit. You're going to get sick of it. So come up with something that you can stick to. Again, let's use a YouTube example again. Maybe I can't stick to creating a video every single day of the week, 7 days a week, right? But I probably could commit to doing 3 videos a week, right? So at the end of 2 or 3 months, what's going to be better? Me having done the videos for a few days and then giving up, or me doing 3 videos a week consistently every single week, right? So you can see what happens is it starts to build and it starts to gain momentum. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Just a little motivation to stay consistent at whatever you're doing and to map out a plan and something that you can use to be consistent with. And you're going to see awesome results with that. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up if you dig this. And I see Daryl says something about we live in an instant gratification world. People want to see instant success. Yeah, that's absolutely true. I would agree with that 100%. And it's hard not to when you look at, your mentors or people that you look up to and you see them doing really well, right? And you just want that. But you have to remember that all of that came from a place of struggle and failure for that person. And you don't get to see any of that, right? You don't get to see what goes on in the past, or maybe even in the present that they're not sharing with you, right? You don't get to see all of that. So you have to keep that in mind. And the best way to get there is to just stay consistent and be consistent with what you're doing. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the audio issues at the beginning. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully we got things sorted out now. And tune in tomorrow. I've got a really special video for you tomorrow that I'm really excited about. I'm going to share with you some really cool SEO stuff that I'm doing to rank on page 1 of Google in just minutes. And it's going to be really mind-blowing. Tune in tomorrow for that. You're not going to want to miss it. And hopefully this live stream is not too irritating to watch on the replay with the audio issues. All right, guys, take care.